Hey guys, welcome to um a real last minute live reaction. I I am in the middle of getting ready for a my trip to Greece. I did record a couple other videos before, but I might it's funny because I did want to get those videos out before any other, I guess, video, but things have just been hectic with me needing to get ready because I'm literally getting on a plane in like 7 hours, like 7 hours as of recording this. So I'm going to be trying to get this recorded and uh edited. I say edited as if it's going to be um actually, any more than just an outro, but I'm gonna try and get everything kind of settled before the end of the before I actually have to leave. So I was like, you know what, this I don't want to be on a plane or have anything spoiled, and because I'm able to actually give you guys a live reaction, I will, be giving you guys such a really like an actual live reaction, pretty immediate to what this video dropped. Other than that, though, there are a lot of other reveals that have um, that have happened throughout the past week. Um, and as much as it's like, hey, I should be enjoying vacation, um, I'll I know for a fact that I will be bored at nighttime. Like we'll be in the hotel, and I'll be like, you know what? It's like 11 at night. Let me try and get stuff set up, and then I'll probably record something, um, if I haven't edited the other videos at that point. So, uh, don't worry about that. But I'll go over a lot of the other reveals and kind of give my thoughts on those. But I want to at least give you guys this live reaction. And yeah, my Snorlax pile is gone because I had to go looking in this little chest here for stuff. So, little cubby bear here is going to be sitting with me. So let's get started.
Hello, casters. I'm Kate Cray, and today I'm going to be taking you through some of the new cards coming to Divine Champions Livestream. Over the past few weeks, we have unveiled several cards that will be coming to Livestream. In this video, we will recap some of those newly revealed cards, as well as showcase some that have
Oh,
never
cool.
been
So
seen before.
actually, okay, so we're
Up
actually,
first, we would
is
like
this
to
actually going
kick
to be
off
going
with
over
the
all of them?
recent debut of Humbust and
Oh
Humburst,
my God, this is actually
champions
going
of
to be
Apollo.
all of them.
These
Oh,
two
this is
fire
great.
champions have been chosen by the divine god of the sun, Apollo, to enhance the power and forces of the foretell mechanic.
Oh, this is great because I didn't actually get to, um, oh, this is funny. Uh, Gotta love this. Legitimately, I just realized that the outline to my face is not, was cutting it. I'm gonna leave that in legitimately because I don't care. I do not care. I'm going to kind of roll with it. I think it's funny. Um, fun little scuff. But this is awesome that they are going to be going over all the reveals, I guess, that have gone on and not just spamming a bunch of reveals in this video. So that's really good. So Humbust, Champ of Apollo, and Humburst, Champ of Apollo. So when this is foretold, it counts as a solar. Yo, that's so good. Oh my god. I love that. When you foretell, an opponent must send cards from the top of their deck to the underworld equal to the number of cards that were foretold plus one. I love this. I'm a mill player in Magic. Um, it's funny I say that because I haven't played Magic in a while, nor have I really played anything that resembled mill or resembles mill outside of my commander deck, but my commander deck that I or like my deck that I usually play would be blue black mill. So mill has always been a strategy I like. but usually one that I always feel is pretty frail. 1-3 is kind of frail, but not terrible. And the fact that you can... That's not a once per turn effect. So you can do some nasty things with this. Oh my god. I'm already putting the pieces together. Like, you can Apollo, um it'd be really bad but really gimmicky. But like Apollo, Leonite, um the old Soul Bell, um if you have the Roy Lottle, like just anything that can get you free foretells. Just, oh, you foretell mill. Because it's whenever you, excuse me, it's whenever you foretell. So you don't need to just foretell off of Apollo's effect, but like Soul Bell gets you extra off of Apollo, though you would need 2 different turns to kind of get that going. Um, then it would also, but like you can, I mean, all of these ideas would need you to have 2 turns of having this run, but either way, I think it's really funny, just because it's like no matter whatever you do, it just works and it's funny, and I like it. I think it's really funny. And then Humburst. All right, 6-2. That's hilarious. When this Humburst is foretold, special ascend it from your Humbust. If your Apollo is enchanted, you can force an opponent to send for. Oh, just mill 4 once per turn for free. I love that. These cards are so
When
nice.
Humbust, Champion of Apollo, is foretold, this card will also count as a
Do I have
solar
water?
Elestral, allowing you to add it to your hand with the foretell
My
effect
water's
from
all the way over
Apollo.
there.
If you foretold a Humburst, Champion of Apollo, you can instantly special ascend it from your Humbust and activate its powerful deck destruction effect. With Apollo enchanted on your field, you can force an opponent to send the top 4 cards from their deck straight to their underworld. Get excited to unleash these. Send the top 4 cards from their deck.
Oh, cool. New cards. I have no idea what that... I'm assuming that's going to be would that be Dios? Because it's the Dionysus playmat, but I doubt it'd be Dios.
Straight to their underworld.
I don't know whose that would be. That'd be someone's. It's either Dio or Dems, but Dem already has... an artifact, so I would want to say it's Dio, but I'm not gonna complain. Like, overall, I think that's pretty cool. Like, we just got showed that. I don't know if we're gonna see what that is, but it's pretty cool.
Get excited to unleash these new forces of Foretell and Mill in this upcoming release. Next up, we're taking a look at some of the newest champions of Demeter, Giraflora and Gigaflora. Giraflora,
Yeah.
Champion of Demeter, allows its caster to target the divine goddess Demeter herself, or a champion of Demeter in your underworld and return it to your hand so long as this Giraflora has the highest defense stat on the field. Gigaflora, Champion of Demeter, can provide its caster the ability to search for fellow Demeter champions in your deck to add to your hand. Once per turn, you can special cast a 1-spirit Champion of Demeter in your underworld and then enhance its attack by +3 until the next
That's
turn. This effect can be very
good.
beneficial for many Demeter champions, particularly Moss Station Champion of Demeter.
New card, new
This
card, new
Moss
card, new
Station
card.
features new stats and an all-new effect that allows it to deal piercing damage.
When this Mossation declares an attack, you can enchant it with Earth from the underworld. I love effects like that that give you advantage spirit-wise from the underworld, or just like in general, because it makes me feel really good to see that. If this Mossation has the highest power on the field, it deals piercing damage for this attack. and you may enchant it with another. Yeah, that's amazing. And you either have it hit with Demeter's effect, you have Foloi Forest to increase its power. Um, there's a lot of ways to increase its power normally, and I really think that's cool.
And re-enchant earth spirits from your underworld to increase its overall damage further. Watch out for these new champions of Demeter when LifeStream launches this October.
I like that.
A new Krakid, champion of Poseidon, was recently revealed. This
Yes,
new
that
water
was revealed
champion
on
further
Twitter.
supports the power to block unoccupied slots in an opponent's Elestral row, so long as this
And this
Krakid is
receives one or
enchanted on
more.
your field. The new Cracking champion of Poseidon takes advantage of these. This
Okay,
Krakid
I want to read this because I read it originally when it was revealed on Twitter and it looked cool, but um just want to refresh myself because it's literally here in front of me. When you cast this Crackhead, or when it receives one or more from Poseidon's effect, you can block an unoccupied slot in an opponent's Elestrals row as long. Oh Jesus, you just kind of can lock them out, and that doesn't say till the end of turn. That's just as long as it's there. So that Crackhead just forces yo or Jamalak, and it's with an adorable goober. I love it.
enchanted on your field. The new Cracking champion of Poseidon takes advantage.
Yo, this is new. All right. This cracking in your hand can be special cast with 2 water. If an opponent has 2 or more blocked Alestral slots, and you did not special cast a cracking this turn, expend water in order to return a water card from your underworld to your hand. Yo. Like, it's a cute combo. I think that's really cool, but it's like one of those, like, you're building. It's a deck that's being built around, not so much that you're going to be able to slot it in really any water deck, but I think that's cool because of the fact that you have the ability to just with ease say play Crack Kid, use Poseidon's effect, then cracking off of his effect, and then return something from Underworld. So like you just get a lot of really good potential. That's so cool. So instead of cracking being the reason that you're freezing your opponent's stuff and locking it, it's uh Crack Kid. That's really cool and like a nice version.
Of these block slots, as it can be special cast to the field if an opponent has at least 2 blocked on their field. In addition, once per turn, you can expend a water spirit to return a water card from your underworld to your hand.
Yep.
This can provide some incredible strategies with cards
That's
like
cool.
Galaxy, Rise from the Depths, and even the King of the Seas himself, Poseidon. Look out when these new champions rise in Divine Champions LifeStream. The Thunder element is receiving some new allies in this set. Introducing Sparkit and Gatobolt, champions of Zeus. These new Thunder
yo, these look cool. When you cast a Sparkit, you can search your deck for a Zeus or Zeus's call. Oh, Zeus needed that. Zeus needed that because so what made Elachik so busted was the fact that it was a 4 stat. And of course it could search for any divine, but no one really cared. If you were playing it, you were most likely playing it with Zeus because Zeus was the best one. Um and then followed by Demeter. But Sparkit is so good here because it's a 2 stat, not a 4 stat. So the 4 stat with the ability of Zeus made Sparkit into a 7, and that was just terrifying. So now Sparkit with the ability of Zeus makes it into a 5. So that's a little bit more balanced and I think much better. Plus, it also gives you the ability to search for Zeus's call, which just allows you to make that whole archetype a little bit better. It needed it, 100%. It always felt a little clunky. I tried building it twice. It just felt very clunky, but it's very fun. Gatabolt. When you cast Zeus or a Thunder Invoke rune, you can special cast a 1-spirit Thunder Elestral from your hand. Okay. While you have 5 or more Enchanting Thunder on your field, this Gadabult is unaffected by opponent's Invoke runes. Ah. And that ability is not a once per turn. So you play Zeus, use Gato, special cast something. Play, let's say, a Zeus's Call, and Spark It's effect is not a normal cast, it's when cast. So if you special cast Spark It off of Getabolt, you can get Zeus's Call. Play Zeus's Call, search for Champa Zeus, Elestral, Getabolt effect, summon the thing that you just searched. That's good. That's
Champions feature all
amazing
new effects that allow
synergy.
you to search your deck for the mighty Zeus or a Zeus's Call. Thanks to the powerful effect of Gadobolt, you can special cast 1 Spirit Thunder Elestrals from hand and protect this champion from Invoke runes.
What is that thing?
So long as you have 5 or more Enchanting Thunders to the power that allow you to search your deck. Gadobolt, you can special cast one Spirit Thunder Elestrals from hand and protect this champion from Invoke runes, so long as you have 5 or more Enchanting Thunder Spirits on your field. There are numerous exciting possibilities to explore with these cards and their effects.
I love that.
2 new wind champions were recently revealed, Findust and Hibufin, champions of Aeolus. These Elestrals feature brand new effects that allow the wind element to synergize with the earth element like never before.
Hibufin's interesting.
Get excited to whip up a sandstorm and crash down an earthquake with these new strategies.
So realizing what Findust does, because I've now been told this multiple times, you play Findust, and now all the wind spirits on your field are also earth at the same time. So then you can just play like Equilinks, Nexus to 2 wind, which is also earth, over to Findust, and then boom, now you have a Hibufin. And then Hibufin, when your Aeolus's effect can also find earth runes, as well as wind Elestrals. So that's really good because it's searchable Earthquake, as well as searchable Sandstorm, but no one really cares as much as searchable Earthquake. When you cast an Earth rune, target up to 3 spirits in your underworld, return them to the spirit deck, or enchant them to Aeolus. This effect can be activated only twice each turn. I mean, that's beautiful because you just... you do so much with that. That's so good.
Moving along to the cold, snowy forces of the frost element, we recently debuted Catarant and Iwoli, champions of Kione.
Okay, these cards, in my opinion, I take my opinion with a grain of salt, but these cards seem really good. For the deck that I want to bring to Kissimmee, maybe not, but they definitely seem really good, either for like their own pseudo strategy or to help Blizzstrix kind of feel a little bit more consistent. So Catarant, you can foretell 4 and send any foretold card to the underworld. If you sent the Iwoli, you can special ascend this Catarant to the Iwoli, and that, again, either Iwoli, but you're most likely wanting this new Iwoli, because then once per turn, you could send the top 4 cards of your deck to the underworld, and special cast any number of 1 Spirit Elestrals sent to your underworld this way, which is really, really good. And I don't know if they're going to go over it here, but I did see on like the Discord server or like something with the rules where there was like a bit of a flowchart where if Iwoli's effect mills Snowlet and Asperal, Snowlet is in limbo while Asperal is in the underworld. You go in new chain link 1 is Asperal's effect, chain link 2 to summon the Snowlet from Iwoli's effect. Snowlet gets summoned, then Asperal sees that Snowlet's on the board, and then you go into Asperal. So that's really good. Like these two new cards are gonna make Blizzstrix just a little bit more consistent, and I'm scared, but also I think just in general, Frost needed a little bit more speed, and this helps them with speed, even if it's not Blizzstrix.
These champions can send cards from the top of your deck to your underworld and in return, strengthen your board presence against opponents. Speaking of the underworld, a new Infrostix champion of Kione has risen from the mountain.
This card also had so much controversy, like so much back and forth. I love this card so much. So, this Infrostix Champ of Kione says, when a Frost Elestral is returned from your underworld to your hand with Kione's effect, special cast that Elestral with Frost. It's so good because it costs less to do this than to have the ability of Infrostix, original Infrostix, to summon out something, and then also potentially use the effect of Kione if need be. Like, it's one of those, like, a lot of times what Kione decks want to do is they want to use Kione's effect to add something back to their hand. The issue is sometimes the thing that they're adding back to their hand might be something that they also want to summon, but they also need to summon something else, and it might conflict with what they want to do. Or maybe it's like, oh, I'm going to add the Infrostix, and then the Infrostix is going to then go and do summon out this other thing that's going to do this, and it becomes really expensive. Like, my mentality when playing Frost for the past month or so has just been, life is a resource. I don't care. I'll get it all back at some point. And if I'm playing that, like, mid-range to control matchup, I usually do. So I'm not really worried. The issue is just, I sometimes definitely want a card like this to be able to make changes to how in which I do certain combos. This card, in my opinion, is so game-changing, but not in the way that people want it to be. Everyone's like, this card is garbage, and it's not good. Because it doesn't break the game, it doesn't change the game, it doesn't do this, doesn't do that. Like, a card doesn't need to be game-changing, it doesn't need to be broken, it doesn't need to be super generic in order to be good. What a card needs to do to be good is to be able to slot itself into the new support that you get and into an existing deck to help fix up holes that otherwise, that deck didn't have help with. That's the whole purpose of this card. It's not meant to be game-changing. It's meant to help fix up the holes that Frost kind of needed. At least that's my interpretation of it. Again, I'm not looking at this card and saying, oh, I'm playing it at 3 of. No. It's 2 of at most, 1 of most likely, because Frost is a toolbox and you search everything. So I don't really look at this card and say it's a necessity to play it at 3, but, it's definitely a card that I would say is enjoyed for the most part.
Of Boreas. This Infrostix can special cast the Frost Elestrals targeted by the effects of your Kione. With a powerful 5 defense stat, this elegant Elestral can withstand most attacks, while supporting your Kione's effect and enhancing your board presence. And this is not the only new Frost Elestral that can power up your board presence. Abominursa, champion of Kione, can special ascend itself into the fierce Glaciersa. With a solid 4 attack, this new champion will become a key ally in Ursa decks and allow casters to unleash Glaciersa like never before.
Yep.
Now, let's take a closer look at one of the most powerful Frost runes ever created. Get ready for the Sub-Zero destruction of Ice Age. This new Invoke rune can destroy all Elestrals on the field that are not enchanted with a Frost Spirit. There are not many counters to this unstoppable force, so watch out. There are many more Frost cards on the way, so please stay tuned for more updates coming soon.
Yay, I love it.
Lastly, we would like to share some details on 2 new counter runes coming to LifeStream: Guardian of Light and Rise from the Shadows. Guardian of Light is a new solar counter.
I love that art. This Guardian of Light can only be played after an opponent's Celestial declares an attack, negate that attack, then return up to 2 solar from your underworld. Why? Sorry, headphone warning. Why? What is the purpose of giving solar more ways to stop people from attacking? I mean, I'm gonna say this. It's getting slotted into my cow deck at some point. It's funny. It's cute.
That can only be played after an opponent declares an attack. You can negate that attack, then heal back 2 solar spirits from your underworld.
It doesn't remove the
When
body.
one of your Elestrals is destroyed by an opponent, you can cast Rise from the Shadows and special cast that Elestral straight from your underworld with a lunar spirit. These cards are just 2 of the 11 new counter runes coming in Divine Champions LifeStream. We hope you look forward to learning more about all these new runes and their many implications.
Before we wrap up this video, we would like to extend a big thank you to some talented content creators who had the privilege of exclusively revealing a brand new card coming in Divine Champions Livestream. Commander Jamie, Caster's Corner, 1S Plays, and Words. We thank you all for taking the time to highlight the amazing new cards.
So, these were also some of these were cards that they didn't showcase here. The Centaur, really good. Corvishine looks cool, and Coastalith is interesting. Also, so I'll go over the effects now, and then a little something else. So, Coastalith, I think, is interesting. Not something that's really good per se, but it's cute because what it does is it just cycles, and I think early game cycling could be good if you don't have anything better. Mid game, it's a bit, you know, it's a bit mid. So it summons itself if your Aphrodite is enchanted. You could discard a water card of any kind in order to draw a card. Then if the card you discarded was a Coastalith, either one, that one, the champ one, or the regular, you can draw an additional card. So you either discard a water card to draw 1, or you discard one of the 5 other Coastaliths in your deck if you're playing 5 other Coastaliths to then draw 2 cards. I feel like right now, I don't see the full reason for why you would want to run both, like, all of the Coastaliths. I also don't really see the full reason for the card as a whole, outside of just it's cute, the effect is interesting. I do feel like there might be more to the support that we haven't seen yet, but in general, I just think it's a pretty decent card. I like cycling effects. I think cycling effects are always good in card games because a lot of people don't really respect them. I think a lot of people look at cycling and say, it is what it is. But I think in general, cycling is a really, really good, a good thing to have in most games. And if you have the ability to run cycling, it definitely puts you ahead of everyone else if you end up pulling it. Corvishine, Champ of Apollo. This one's so stupid. I remember reading this when it did get revealed. This is so dumb. So your effects that foretell reveal an additional 3 cards. So just right off the bat, like how I was like, oh yeah, Soul Bell is good because you get 2 cards off of 2 more. No, this just says, oh yeah, you're getting 3. And if you have both Soul Bell and this, then you're getting an extra 5. You can shuffle your deck, then enchant Apollo with Solar from your underworld. So yeah, just anytime you're foretelling, and it doesn't mean just from your Apollo, but anytime you're foretelling. So your Roy Loddle, your Nebuleo, your other Corvishine, and that's just the your Celestleo, like that. Those are the cards that are just off the top of my head right now. But I know that there's more. But like right there, those are 4 very powerful effects. Other than of course like your Apollo, but Apollo's Apollo. Then of course having the ability to just shuffle the deck, for free to say, well, I don't want the top cards in my deck. I want to change it. And then Enchanting Apollo. So you're getting free spirits and you're shuffling the deck and reorganizing the top, I think is also really good. I already went over the Infrostrix, and then the Centaur is really good because they also showed a Say Timber. I don't know if they're going to go over the Say Timber, but Say Timber was really crazy because it partners with this. So Centaur, when the battle phase begins, you could destroy each of your opponent's enraged Elestrals. When you can then daze this Centaur until your next turn in order to special cast a Say Timber from your hand deck or underworld. So that's amazing because it also revives it from the underworld. Um, doesn't revive the spirits, sadly, but you know, if let's say you're only running the one, and that means you only ever have to run the one, and you don't need to run more. But what this does is it says you put this in a dazed state. We still don't know what dazed does as of right now. We still have a little bit left of the video, but um, you know, you can daze the Centaur to then get a Say Timber, and then Say Timber's effect, when it receives an earth, you enrage an opponent's Celestial. So then you then enter the battle phase, and then boom, Centaur destroys the Celestial that you just enraged off of the Say Timber that you just summoned. So it just has really nice synergy. So I really think it's cool. I like it.
You debuted.
Oh yeah, and I forgot because the one thing I wanted to say, Commander Jamie, it's super cool to see that he joined Elestrals. He was might still be because I did fall off of Vanguard for a while. He was a big Vanguard YouTuber for forever. His whole shtick was Aquaforce, and I did try to build a Poseidon deck that was like based around like an Aquaforce feel, uh, for like just because I heard Commander Jamie was playing Elestrals now. So I'm so happy to hear that he's playing Elestrals because just hearing that Vanguard players are coming to Elestrals is really fun. It warms my heart because I used to play Vanguard for like 12 years.
Stay tuned for more exclusive reveals from some of your favorite Elestrals creators releasing over the next couple of weeks.
Ooh, shady. Art buddies. That's cool.
We look forward to seeing how you all incorporate these new cards into your decks and strategies. That concludes today's showcase. We thank you all for watching. Elestrals Divine Champions Livestream is available to pre-order online and via local game stores today. But before we let you go, we do have one more reveal to share. Please
Okay.
take a look.
Like, oh, that's a Leica Vault. Yo, that's a Leica Vault in the back of the Hibufen. And who the heck is this? Is this Zeus? It might be Zeus. Who the heck are you? I'm actually curious. Who are you? Roy Lotto looks so good. Don't do this to me. Oh. Oh, that Abominursa looks so good. I love it too. Um, Findust is cute. He's just a doofus. The Abominursa looks less of a nugget and more of an actual, like, Yeti. I think that's cool. Um, and I'm not gonna lie. Uh, I'm really hoping I can be able to pull some or find ways to get some within like the week between the pre-release and Kissimmee. Because I, now seeing that that's here, I need it. game's trying to kill me and my wallet. Alright, well, that was a lot of news. The Reverse Stellar Abominursa makes me so happy, and at the same time so sad, because now I need to find 3 of them within a week of the set pre-release dropping and Kissimmee. And I don't want to be fighting those prices. So best of luck with me trying to pull it. But yeah, no, that was really cool. Some of those cards were revealed. Um, there was actually a good amount of cards that I think also were revealed that weren't gone over. So I'm definitely going to go over that. Um, Again, I'll make the video when I decide to actually make the video of all the other spoilers when I'm in Greece over the next week, or maybe when I get back. I'm not sure. But I know I'll go over it soon. So thank you guys, though, for watching. Um, and, you know, if you guys want to help support the channel, I really appreciate all at any kind, you know, with subscribing. I really appreciate any support you guys give. Leave a comment on what is your favorite of all these reveals and announcements. I think we know what mine is. Mine's the Reverse Stellar Abominursa. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.